Martin, to respond to that, because I think the question was more for politics, could you also, Martin, recap for everybody the essence of the comments, because they weren't necessarily heard right down here?
To what extent do we have an open access policy? I mean, in terms of collaboration, yes, we should have a chat. I think that would be definitely something to look for, to think in the future. In terms of whether there's an open access policy, I mean, the PSA has made extensive comment on what it thinks about current OA proposals, and Wiley has an open access route, the gold open access route. As an editor, what do I think? I mean, you can read what I think if you go to my own vanity website. If you go to martincoward.net, you can read. I mean, I've written extensively on what I think about it. What I think is this: that a lot of the discussion doesn't recognise the cost invested in the back end of publishing. And I presume if you ask all the editors in terms of the time, I don't get paid to edit, I don't even get any recognition in my workload model at my institution. I effectively do it evenings and weekends. It's a rewarding job, but somehow that's got to be covered along with the proofing, copy editing and marketing and so on and so forth. So and that often gets missed in the discussion. One thing I think we will be doing as a journal is we will be exploring the way that we can, to the maximum, use the green route for pieces that are out of embargo to make sure that they reach a wider audience. And I suspect that, or indeed I hope that by the end of this year, we will have an internet presence as a journal that has some way of linking to everything we've done that's out of embargo in the last 5 years, and some kind of rolling program of getting it. The problem for us, of course, is that that'll be everything that's over 24 months old, which won't help us with our ISI rankings, but that's a different issue. Yeah, but I think Alistair, I'll let Alistair talk because he's done much more with the PSA. I mean, I think for me, what I would separate out is two different things. I would separate out what do I feel about it as an academic from what I feel about it as an editor. What I think about it as an editor right now is that whatever the wider discussions around what happens in the future, there are things I can do as an editor. There are things I would like to make clear, and there are things I can do as an editor. And that seems to be what I can do as an editor right now. I mean, yeah, there are lots of other things I could say just as an academic.
I largely agree with what Martin said there. But two things I would encourage you to do. The PSA has been fairly active in the open access issue. All of this stuff has been posted to the PSA website. So please go and read it. We're making many of these sorts of arguments. And if you're interested in this as well, it's something that can also be raised at the association's AGM at 5 o'clock today as well. But please go and read the stuff because we've responded in many different ways and forums.
Thank you. Is yours a very quick question? You have a question. Is it a very quick question? So I think the question is, if I were to write a journal article, which is a... Oh, I see. If I were to...
It's probably politics, I would have thought. It's something I would encourage you, like special sections and issues, it's something I'd encourage you to talk to an editor before you got too invested in it to see where you're going. I mean, I can see one thing that we have done, in addition to learning and teaching, is we have published kind of pieces on the profession. So we did a big thing on gender equality about 3 issues back in the profession. And I can see how that might fit into that more sort of general, about the profession, kind of, professionalisation strand that we have had in our output to date. but it would probably be worth talking to either myself or Kyle before you got overly invested in it. I can see various pitfalls in that.
Thank you very much. One final thing I'd like to add, talking about special issues and symposia, Political Studies Review is particularly interested in the possibility of putting together a set of articles around a related theme, and in fact the May issue, which will be published in print very shortly, is just one such symposium issue on the theme of relevance and impact in political science. I do recommend it as a very good read. I'd also like to tell you that for giving up your lunch hour to come to this question and answer session, for which we've been very grateful for your input, there are some refreshments, sandwiches and such like, in the back corner over there. Please feel free to go and partake and resuscitate yourselves for the next afternoon session. And finally, I'd really like to thank all of our editors here on the panel for their elucidation and clarity and for all of their information, and let us thank them in the usual way. Thank you.
Thanks for organising.
Yes, thanks for this.
No more than when we spoke before. It's quite bad. Well, no, yeah, come on.
Yeah.
No. I think later. The idea No, I
The other thing he said,
exactly, have a chat. Yeah. So I said, all right.